Ready. And action. Bum 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 bum. Oh, hello there. It's your intrepid professor again, Professor Victor Singing Eagle here at Sisseton, Wahpeton College, English 210, otherwise known as Dakota Studies 210, Native American Literature. Today is Friday, the first day of spring, supposedly, March 21, 2025. And today we have a very special mini lecture where I introduce you or walk you through our midterm examination. Are you ready? Let's get started. Oh, forgot one thing. Let's do some announcements first. Let me come over here, get this scrolling ready. We got a bunch of announcements. Ooh, Jeremy Red Eagle. No, 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 that's not it. It says here it's not too late to apply for the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate Higher Ed some kind of scholarship. Let me keep going. There's a bunch of them. Says here an UNICEF Panda Cares scholarship for freshmen. Ooh, deadline is the 2nd of April. Check your email. What else do we have? Power instructors. That's not the one. There's another one. No, not that one. Oh, right, this is new. They need food pantry donations. That is TIA. They look for dish soap, dish scrub, baby wipes, and all that fun stuff. I should go out and buy some this weekend. Since today's Friday, I should run down to Watertown and get some and bring it on Monday for TIA. Oh, that's the other important thing I was going to tell you is that summer and even fall 2025 registration is open for continuing students. So jump on it if you're taking classes. Oh, look, here's one I haven't even looked at yet. Scholarship list from Aaron Keeble. Look at all those awesome links in the email. Again, check your email. All right, that's enough of me yakking. Look at that. I already wasted 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I got to take you straight to the quiz and quit yakety yakking. We're going to scroll down to right above the stop sign like I told you last time. We're going to scroll. There it is right there. Here's the stop sign. Now, I'm going to not open the quiz in front of you right now because if I do, I'm going to be tempted to give away all the right answers. And we don't want that, do we? No! I just want to show you that it's in this green one where it says 17 March, 23 March, all the cute little bunny rabbits that I asked AI to draw for me. They're taking the midterm. This one was lacking an ear, so I had to Photoshop one in. It looks pretty good. Can't really tell. Unless the fact that I mentioned the rabbit was missing an ear. AI forgot to put it in, so I just put one in for it. Now, click on it. You know, there's one thing I want to show you. Let's click on it. I said I wasn't going to do this. Where is the preview? No. Preview not permitted. I probably have to open up where it says turn editing on. Where does it say turn editing on? Edit quiz. Okay, there we go. Now this is going to allow me to go to the matching because I need to show you this really fast matching. Maybe you guys have never done this before. I want to preview the question. Where does it say preview question matching? Where's the preview questions? It doesn't have it on there. Well, crap. Anyway, you already know what a drop-down menu is, right? So a drop-down menu is this, where you hover over something, there's going to be a term, and you have to choose which one of these is the right answer. That's what I was trying to get at. So I'm going to hit the cancel button. I'm not going to mess up that quiz. Oh, there's preview right. Damn! Boy, am I dumb. All right, let's do it again. Preview. Click. Matching. Scroll down. Look at that. I'm already 4 minutes and there's preview right there. So what you're supposed to do, art for life's sake, And you get to choose. And this is really tiny. You probably can't see it, so put on your reading glasses like Old Man Singing Eagle does. And look at them carefully. What is art for life's sake? The central idea, message, underlying meaning, blah, blah, blah. A term advanced by Mary Lou White, something or other. Or is it often dramatized? So you know what to do. Just choose one of those, click it, and keep on trucking. Each one of those is 3 points. All right, we're going to get out of this. Let me get out of here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So we're going to get out of that, cancel. There we go. Now, let me get back to the quiz itself. The rabbits. There we go. Now, I am going to spend a little teeny tiny itty bitty itsy bitsy time messing with you. You ready? First of all, there are, if I remember right, 30 questions. Could be wrong. Let me see. There's 10 true and false, 10 multiple choice, and 10 matching. And you get, it goes all the way up to like, I think it's 70. So if you just want to regurgitate all the gobbledygook that your professor dumped on you, you get 70, a nice little C. However, if you want to keep going, there are some questions, some essay questions. There's, I think it's one short one, or might be two short answer, and then one longer answer. So keep that in mind. Let me give you some examples. We'll start with the true false since it's right here in front of me. True or false? The so-called second wave Native American Renaissance authors rarely question what it means to be an Indian in the 21st century. Ooh. Next one, true or false? Authors such as Sherman Alexie and Tiffany Midge view the appropriation of indigenous cultures by non-natives as a sign of admiration and respect. Ooh. True or false? Author Gertrude Simmons Bonin strongly believed that residential schools benefited Native children by helping them abandon a doomed tribal lifestyle in favor of a modern, mainstream society. That's true or false? All right, here's another one. True or false? The late author Paula Gunn Allen agreed with feminist anthropologist Sherry Ortner on the concept of the universal subjugation of women. True or false? Professor Victor Singing Eagle says natives sometimes use comparative misfortune against each other in something he calls playing more Indian than thou. True or false? In our textbook, Why Indigenous Literatures Matter, author Daniel Heath Justice claims the work of Gary Hobson provides easy answers to questions of Indian identity. Ooh. How about this one? True or false? Both ancient Chinese mythology and certain Native American traditions include stories about a rabbit and a woman living on them. Ooh. Next one. True or false? Most Native American tribes viewed themselves as superior to other tribes and races, emphasizing dominance over humility. If anyone gets that wrong, I'm going to come through the screen and choke you. Never mind, keep going. True or false? Many Native American tribes valued humility as a core virtue and did not see themselves as inherently superior to others, recognizing humans as the without furs among the many animal peoples who share the world. Next one. True or false? Authors Sherman Alexie and Tiffany Midge demonstrate in their writing that indigenous peoples are always tragic, humorless victims of white colonization. Ooh, all right. So there's a bunch of true or falses there. Let's see what else I got. Some multiple choice questions here. A term that I never mentioned in class, but I did demonstrate it. I just never gave you this specific term called pareidolia or pareidolia. Pareidolia is the human tendency to see familiar shapes and faces in random patterns. Like on the dark patches on the moon, the moon's surface, Westerners often will see a man in the moon. What do Asians and many native people see when they gaze at the moon? Here's another one. I'm going to go faster because I'm slowing down too much. Rather than calling it Devil's Tower, we talked about that before, did we not? This idea that a lot of non-natives, or the colonizers, when they came here and they saw these weird geographical or geological features, oh my God, the devil did it. So they have one, the devil's kitchen, the devil's playground, the devil's teapot, the devil's tower, the devil's flute, the devil's whatever, pipe organ. Well, rather than us natives calling the devil's tower, what do we call it? We have a different name. What is it? Here's another one. What is the Native American Renaissance? Who is the author of the novel House Made of Dawn? See, these are so simple. Nobody's going to get these wrong, right? All right. Who is the author of the Popol Vuh? Ooh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then some of the identifies. What is the last of the Ophels? What is personification? What is theme, motif? Art for art's sake. Art for life's sake. And I had another one up here. You're right. What is indigenous didactics? What is generational trauma? If you don't know the answer, you can always talk to Du Huawei, my buddy. His English name is Harvey DeMars, right? Generational trauma. What is that? What is cultural illiteracy? What is indigenous deficiency? All of this stuff is stuff we talked about before, and nobody is going to flunk this test. Now for the hard questions. These are the ones, and I'm going to read what I wrote here. In order to get a C on these essay questions, like a 7 out of 10, in order to just get a C, you must first simply repeat all the stuff your professor has taught you about the question. Second, be as detailed as possible in your responses. And third, demonstrate that you have read the material. That's the bare minimum just to get a 7, a C. Now, if you want a B, or maybe an 8, I should say, 8 out of 10 on a question, these essay questions, that is. 1, demonstrate an understanding of what you learned about the topic. 2, be as detailed as possible in your responses. 3, demonstrate that you have read the material. And 4, provide your own opinions on the material. That's to get a B. You ready for the A? Here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second and stop reading to you and spill my guts for you, because this is something that is near and dear to my heart as a liberal arts professor, not just an or ESL and a CDL professor and all the other weird things that I do in anthropology, but this has to do with the soft sciences and the liberal arts. Professor, this is a secret I'm trying to share with you now. You ready? Here we go. This is something that is our hobby horse. Something that you need to know, not just for my class, but for all those liberal arts classes where there's not fact, cold, hard, mathematical, scientific fact. And you, as students, oftentimes will wonder, well, how the heck am I supposed to satisfy this professor? What does he or she want from me? That question, the age-old question, what does the professor want? Well, I'm going to tell you now. Professors love it. They just dream of it. They go gaga over a student who will do the following. This is all those soft science and liberal arts classes. Remember? Okay, we go. To get an A, you must demonstrate an understanding of what you learned about this topic. Be as detailed as possible in your responses. Next, demonstrate that you have read the material. Next, provide your own opinions, again, and arguments about the material, and back your arguments with assertions of other scholars. Let me read that again. The reason why I'm messing with you is because I know you can do it. I've been looking at some of your responses to the e-learning discussions, and some of you guys have already been doing brilliant work. And I'm not going to start singling people out, but you know who you are. You were saying, well, don't just take my word for it. Here's what some other authors have written on the same subject. They're also agreeing with me, you say. That's where it's at. And this is also true even in the courts of law. It's not who is, well, yeah, we want to be moral and just and all that, but a lot of times the judge is swayed by how well you present and back your BS. Got it? Okay. Now I'm going to stand up here and preach too much. I don't want to do that. Let's get back to I hope everybody finished Pop Quiz B, right? Okay, hope so. Because we're already up here. I'm running behind schedule. One of the reasons why I'm running behind schedule I mentioned before is we have some technical difficulties here on campus that we don't need to talk about right now. Things are running slow, and then we had spring break, so yeah, we're a little behind. I'm going to get caught up. I'll put some more extra discussions over the weekend. So keep your eyeballs peeled on e-learning. Thank you so much, and you guys have an awesome weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. 16 minutes. Stop!